Hi everyone, Peter Young, author of The Blue Team. If you have 2 minutes, I've got another book review for you. This time it is My Losing Season by Pat Conroy. So Conroy is better known as a novelist. He wrote a couple bestsellers like The Great Santini, The Lords of Discipline, and The Prince of Tides. This one, My Losing Season, is a memoir that focuses specifically on his senior year of playing college basketball at the Citadel in South Carolina during the 1966-67 season. I loved this book. So Conroy is a Division I player, kind of a small mid-major like I was at George Washington University. He worked hard, he was scrappy, he didn't have as much talent as some of his teammates, just like me. And his senior year, he was pretty good. He was a captain, like I was. I was tri-captain my senior year. But he spent a lot of time prior to that on the bench. And so the subs, the bench warmers at the Citadel were called the Green Weenies. And if you read my book, The Blue Team, so at GW, the bench warmers of the substitutes were called the Blue Teamers. And that kind of became, an identity. And what is interesting is that at the Citadel in My Losing Season, the first team, or the starters at the Citadel, were the blue team, whereas at GW they were the white team. So Conroy, he's an excellent writer, and I will be reading and reviewing some of his other books. He writes a lot of basketball game action in this book, which surprised me. He does a great job at it, but it was quite a bit, so be ready for that. His description of the Citadel, a military college in South Carolina, the life of a plebe, the life under his very moody and dark coach, is jarring and quite frankly shocking. It makes life under Bobby Knight, the old Indiana coach, look like it would be a vacation. It's the kind of behavior that simply would not happen on a college campus today, and I can't imagine any college basketball player putting up with it for more than an afternoon. But if you've ever played a college sport, any sport, and you remember the pain of the long practices, the agony of sitting on the bench, or the agony of a loss, or the thrill of hitting the game-winning shot, and certainly the sadness when your career ends. Conroy is simply brilliant as he captures all of these emotions in this book, even though he wrote it almost about 30 years removed from his playing days. So Conroy is a great writer. I'm glad I finally got to read one of his books. I highly, highly recommend My Losing Season if you love basketball, if you played basketball, or if you played any college sport. To me, this is a must-read. Recommended. So there you go, 2-minute book review of My Losing Season. If you've liked this, give it a like, give it a share. I do appreciate your comments. You can also find this video and all of my videos on my YouTube channel. And until next time, as always, keep reading.